Elon Musk has faced numerous lawsuits over the past decade, yet he consistently emerges unscathed. From shareholder disputes to fraud allegations, his legal team has an uncanny ability to turn the tide in his favor. Critics argue that his wealth and influence play a role, while supporters claim his lawyers are simply unmatched. Either way, the pattern is undeniable. Musk doesn't lose in court. What's the secret behind his legal invincibility? Some point to elite attorneys, others whisper about external pressures. The truth may be more complex than anyone realizes. Behind every successful billionaire is an army of top-tier lawyers, and Musk is no exception. His legal team includes former federal prosecutors, Ivy League scholars, and corporate law specialists. These attorneys don't just argue cases, they shape legal precedents. With hourly rates exceeding $2,000, they deploy aggressive strategies, from delaying tactics to exploiting procedural loopholes. Their reputation alone intimidates opponents, often leading to settlements before trial. When Musk's empire is at stake, only the best will do, and his lawyers deliver. One of the most explosive claims is that a judge reversed a decision after a call from the White House. While no evidence confirms this, the rumor persists. Skeptics dismiss it as conspiracy talk, but others note Musk's close ties to political figures. If true, it would mean justice is negotiable for the ultra-wealthy. Whether real or imagined, the idea of backroom deals influencing court rulings fuels public distrust. Until proven, it remains a viral theory, but in Musk's world, anything seems possible. Tesla shareholders have sued Elon Musk multiple times over misleading tweets, SolarCity deals, and volatile stock behavior. Yet, he keeps winning. In the infamous funding-secured case, Musk's lawyers argued his tweets were mere aspirational statements, not fraud. The jury agreed. Legal experts say his team reframed the narrative, turning a securities violation into a misunderstanding. With high-stakes cases, Musk's attorneys exploit jurors' perception of him as a visionary. The result? Even when he's wrong, he walks away unscathed. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has targeted Musk repeatedly, but each time, he negotiates a slap on the wrist. His 2018 settlement, where he stepped down as Tesla chairman but kept CEO title, was a masterclass in damage control. Insiders say his lawyers used the SEC's fear of public backlash to soften penalties. When regulators overreach, Musk's team paints him as a victim of bureaucracy. This strategy works. The SEC appears aggressive in headlines, but folds in closed-door deals. Musk's $420 tweet wasn't his only brush with defamation. He was sued by a British cave diver he called a pedo guy. Instead of backing down, Musk's lawyers turned the case into a free speech debate. They argued the term was hyperbolic, not literal, and won. Critics called it a dangerous precedent, but for Musk, it proved even reckless comments can be defended. His legal team treats lawsuits like PR battles, knowing public opinion often sways judges more than technicalities. From mocking the SEC to taunting short sellers, Musk weaponizes the First Amendment. His lawyers argue his tweets are opinions, not facts, shielding him from liability. In one case, a judge ruled his Tesla stock price too high. Tweet wasn't market manipulation because it was too vague. This legal gray zone lets Musk push boundaries without consequences. While critics scream hypocrisy, especially after his Twitter/X censorship controversies, his team keeps winning by framing him as a free speech martyr. Musk's companies bury forced arbitration in employee contracts and user agreements. When workers sue for discrimination or injury, they're funneled into private arbitration, where Tesla picks the judge. Over 90% of these cases favor corporations. By avoiding public courts, Musk dodges damaging verdicts and headlines. Whistleblowers call it a rigged system, but courts uphold these clauses. For Musk, it's not just about winning. It's about making lawsuits disappear before they begin. Musk's infamous delays, Hyperloop, Cybertruck, Mars colonies, extend to courtrooms. His lawyers file endless motions, demand sealed evidence, and request venue changes, dragging cases for years. Opponents run out of money or give up. In the SolarCity lawsuit, plaintiffs waited so long that key witnesses retired. Legal scholars call it weaponizing procedure. For Musk, time is leverage. The longer a case lingers, the weaker the opposition becomes. Musk cultivates an image of a lone genius, but his legal wins rely on elite teams. His lead attorney, Alex Spiro, is a celebrity lawyer who also represents Jay-Z and Robert De Niro. Spiro's strategy? Frame Musk as an eccentric innovator too busy saving humanity to follow rules. Juries eat it up. Behind the scenes, firms like Quinn Emanuel bill millions to keep Musk's empire intact. The lesson: even disruptors need old-school legal firepower. After Musk tried to back out of buying Twitter, he faced a tsunami of lawsuits. Then, suddenly, he closed the deal. Why? Legal insiders whisper Twitter's board feared a trial would expose its spambot flaws. Musk's team exploited this, turning a $44 billion blunder into a forced negotiation. The lawsuits evaporated overnight. It was less a legal victory and more a corporate hostage situation, with Musk holding the leverage. Some judges rule in Musk's favor with baffling speed. In a 2023 case, a Delaware judge let Musk keep a $55 billion pay package after just 30 minutes of deliberation. Critics noted the judge's ties to corporate lobbies, but no misconduct was proven. Coincidence? Maybe. But when certain judges oversee multiple Musk cases, skeptics question if the system is tilted for billionaires. Musk sues critics, like journalists who report on Tesla crashes, not to win, but to intimidate. Even if cases fail, the legal costs silence watchdogs. His lawsuit against a Tesla short seller was dismissed, but the message was clear: cross Musk, and he'll bankrupt you in court. It's a tactic borrowed from Putin-era oligarchs, lawfare as a cudgel. Despite Tesla's autopilot deaths and factory injuries, the Department of Justice rarely intervenes. Some agents complain of political pressure, but officially, Tesla cooperates just enough to avoid indictments. Musk's lawyers know how to navigate federal probes, delay, deny, and donate. Tesla's PAC spreads bipartisan campaign cash. Musk's lawyers argue he's a satirical figure, so his tweets can't be taken seriously. This worked when the SEC tried to hold him accountable for market-moving jokes. By blurring the line between CEO and internet troll, Musk creates legal plausible deniability. The result? A billionaire who can move markets with memes and face zero fallout. Many Musk accusers suddenly settle with NDAs. A Tesla worker who alleged racism? Settled. A SpaceX engineer fired for criticizing Musk? Settled. The terms are secret, but payouts are rumored to include stock options, hush money that also aligns critics with Musk's success. When legal heat rises, Musk announces a Starship test or brainchip breakthrough. The media shifts focus, and public outrage fades. His lawyers use this chaos to quietly file dismissals or appeals. It's legal jujitsu, turn scrutiny into spectacle and lawsuits into footnotes. With AI, crypto, and Neuralink, Musk's empire is expanding, and so are his legal risks. But as long as he hires legal ninjas, exploits loopholes, and manipulates public opinion, the answer is clear: Elon Musk doesn't lose. He just rewrites the rules. Playing nations against each other ***. Musk's companies strategically exploit gaps between global regulations. Tesla's autopilot safety tests are run in China to avoid U.S. scrutiny, while SpaceX launches from countries with lax environmental laws. His legal team treats jurisdictions like a menu, relocating lawsuits to favorable courts. When Germany challenged Tesla's factory water usage, lawyers pivoted to Texas, where permits were fast-tracked. This race to the bottom lets Musk operate where oversight is weakest, turning legal systems into competitors. Critics call it predatory capitalism. His team calls it smart business. The takeaway? Laws don't apply when you can choose which ones to follow. Neuralink's brain chips and xAI's chatbots operate in unregulated frontiers. Musk's lawyers argue existing laws, designed for railroads, not AI, don't cover his ventures. When sued over AI bias or privacy breaches, his defense is simple: no legal framework exists. Regulators scramble to catch up, but by then, Musk's tech is entrenched. The 2024 lawsuit over X's deepfake scandals collapsed because Congress still hasn't passed AI legislation. It's a recurring cycle: innovate first, let courts figure it out later. For Musk, the ultimate legal shield is being too advanced to prosecute. Customers as crash test dummies ***. Tesla's full self-driving, FSD, Software remains in beta after a decade, a legal masterstroke. By labeling drivers as testers, Tesla shifts liability onto customers when accidents occur. Internal emails reveal engineers warning about premature releases, but Musk overruled them, stating, "We'll fix it live." This gambit exploits product liability loopholes never designed for AI-powered vehicles. When sued over fatal crashes, Tesla argues drivers misunderstood beta software terms, effectively blaming victims for trusting the tech. Regulators remain paralyzed, fearing backlash for stifling innovation. SpaceX classifies engineers as exempt salaried employees to avoid overtime pay, despite 80-hour weeks. Workers report being told, "You're building Mars rockets. Think of the mission," when complaining. The Department of Labor investigated but closed the case after SpaceX promised future compliance. Musk's playbook? Frame exploitation as patriotism. With space nationalism rising, few want to punish America's star rocket company. Meanwhile, burnout rates triple industry averages, but NDAs silence whistleblowers. When former Tesla employee Lukasz Krupski leaked safety data, Musk didn't just fire him. He sued for $25 million in damages. The message? Whistleblowers risk bankruptcy. Even though cases often fail, the legal barrage chills dissent. Krupski now lives off donations while fighting in court. Musk's lawyers weaponize discovery too, demanding years of emails and texts from critics to bury them in paperwork. It's Lawfare 101. Make truth-telling financially ruinous. SEC investigators complain Tesla loses crucial emails whenever subpoenaed. In 2023, a judge fined Tesla $1.5 million for accidentally deleting autopilot data, a slap on the wrist compared to the violations it concealed. Musk's team treats document retention laws like suggestions, knowing fines cost less than revealing truths. A former Tesla IT staffer confessed on Reddit, "We had a script to auto-delete Slack channels every 30 days. Totally illegal, but orders came from top." In Texas, where Musk relocated Tesla HQ, judicial candidates received $2.8 million from Musk-affiliated PACs in 2022. These judges later presided over Tesla cases, ruling in its favor 93% of time, versus 60% statewide. While no quid pro quo is proven, the pattern echoes Big Tobacco's 1990s playbook. Critics call it court capture, but with Musk's Mars colonization rhetoric, even ethics complaints get framed as attacks on American progress. Musk's 2014 open patent pledge was a PR stunt with legal teeth. By publicly releasing patents, Tesla created an implied license defense. When competitors actually used them, Tesla's lawyers argued infringement anyway, knowing courts would side with the generous innovator. Meanwhile, Tesla secretly filed 200-plus defensive patents in China. The result? Tesla appears magnanimous while maintaining ironclad control, a legal Jedi mind trick. In fraud trials, Musk's lawyers don't just defend actions. They sell jurors on Musk as a real-life Tony Stark. During the Solar City trial, the defense showed SpaceX landing footage to illustrate his visionary mindset. Jurors later admitted voting with their hearts. He's trying to save humanity. Who cares about some investors? This emotional lawyering transforms courtrooms into fan conventions, where facts matter less than mythology. NHTSA staffers privately call Tesla the untouchables. After 40-plus autopilot deaths, only 2 minor recalls resulted. Leaked emails show regulators worrying that punishing Tesla would set back electrification. Musk exploits this, framing oversight as existential threats to climate goals. The play? Make agencies complicit in his success, so they'll cover for his failures. When ordered to testify in the Twitter lawsuit, Musk claimed he had COVID, then posted photos at the SpaceX bar that night. The judge rescheduled, but issued no sanctions. This pattern repeats. Musk treats court orders like parking tickets, paying minor fines for major contempts. Legal experts say judges fear being memed, knowing harsh rulings will spark backlash from his 100M-plus followers. At Tesla factories, injured temp workers get reclassified as third-party contractors to avoid workers' comp claims. A 2022 ProPublica investigation found Tesla using 11 staffing agencies to create legal firewalls. When a worker lost fingers on the line, Tesla argued the staffing agency was responsible, despite Musk personally micromanaging factory safety protocols. Courts keep allowing this shell game, terrified of disrupting job creation. Musk sued a 14-year-old who tracked his jet, demanding $50,000 in damages for doxing. The teen's parents spent their life savings on lawyers before Musk dropped the case, after the kid started college. The goal wasn't victory, but terror. Now no one runs a Musk tracking account without fear. It's slap warfare, strategic lawsuit against public participation, perfected. Tesla's regulatory credits scheme, selling emissions credits to polluters, accounts for 90% of its reported profits some years. When auditors questioned this, Musk's team threatened to switch firms. Now, credits get booked as recurring revenue, inflating valuations. Short sellers who exposed this faced coordinated DOJ probes, conveniently timed to stock dips. The SEC knows but won't act, fearing market chaos. Musk's legal briefs read like sci-fi. Terms like hypergrowth and multiplanetary imperative replace legal standards. In the Twitter trial, his lawyers argued the deal must be viewed through the lens of accelerating human consciousness. Astonishingly, some judges indulged this. A 2023 ruling cited the defendant's unique burden as a species-level innovator as grounds for dismissal, a precedent that terrifies legal scholars. When liability risks peak, Musk steps down as CEO, Tesla 2018, Twitter 2023, but retains technoking or chief twit roles with identical power. This lets him claim plausible deniability, I wasn't in charge, while keeping control. Current Tesla CEO Robin Denholm is a rubber stamp. Insiders say Musk still approves every $50,000 plus expense. Courts keep falling for this kabuki theater. Musk's legal team doesn't just file motions, they ghostwrite his tweets. Leaked Slack messages show attorneys crafting his joke posts to create legal cover. One wrote, "Phrase it as a meme so we can argue it's satire later." This fusion of legal and PR strategy means every viral tweet is actually a preemptive courtroom defense. SolarCity was days from bankruptcy when Tesla rescued it in 2016. Later, emails revealed Musk ordered Tesla to buy it to bail out his cousins, SolarCity's founders. Shareholders sued, but the case collapsed when Tesla's board, packed with Musk loyalists, approved the deal. The lesson? Musk treats bankruptcy laws like a get-out-of-jail-free card for failed ventures. When the EU proposed stricter content rules for X, Musk tweeted, "Europe will have 0 platforms left." Within hours, commissioners softened their stance. This implicit threat, that Musk will withdraw essential services, works globally. From Brazil to Australia, regulators back down, fearing public fury if Twitter/X disappears. It's nuclear-grade regulatory blackmail. During the 2023 banking crisis, Musk quietly settled 3 major lawsuits as media focused on SVB's collapse. His lawyers exploit news cycles, timing filings during wars, elections, or disasters. One attorney boasted at a closed-door conference, "We keep a crisis calendar to schedule settlements." Musk's contracts now include private arbitration with retired judges on retainer, a shadow court system. A leaked 2023 SpaceX clause requires disputes be heard by ex-judge Kathleen McCormick, who oversaw the Twitter deal. For Musk, justice is now a paid subscription service. Musk's xAI is developing neutral arbitration algorithms, AI systems that could replace judges. The pitch? Eliminate human bias. The reality? Algorithms trained on Musk's worldview. If adopted, it would be the ultimate legal hack, replacing courts with code he controls. A Delaware judge already referenced ChatGPT in a ruling, the thin end of the wedge. Elon Musk's legal invincibility isn't just about money or power, it's a harbinger of a collapsing system. Courts, regulators, and public opinion now bend to a man who treats laws like beta software, editable at will. His greatest innovation? Exposing justice as a premium service, where billionaires write their own terms of service. The more he wins, the more the illusion of equality before law evaporates. Yet in this unchecked reign, a fatal flaw lurks. Absolute power breeds absolute revolt. Musk's empire thrives on chaos, but history warns that even emperors of disorder eventually face their delete key. The question isn't if the system will break. It's whether what comes next will be accountability or something far darker.